Speak.
They tried to abduct Helga. A whelp was waiting in the tree. We knocked him down and nearly killed him. But then,
Gunnar arrived.
yes, the scoundrel. He tore 3 of us apart, broke Olaf's ribs. No one escaped unscathed. It was him who threw the bodies here to intimidate us.
Is my daughter safe?
Yes, she's safe, hidden in the forest, at Bjorn's tavern. The thicket there is dense, invisible from above. Wings can't spread. Rolf is with her. He suffered the least.
If the beasts intend to abduct the princess, they won't give up their plan. I'll send her to a safe place until better times. Gather the men, supplies, prepare everything. I'll be at the tavern.
Yes, my king.
Fire, fire, dragon fire, searing words of ancient ire. Wake, wake from the grave, rise to set the world aflame. Night, night, endless night, terror is the only light. Bane, bane, rage untamed, darkness dwells in age-old blame. Gothan, Jorsa frulrar, vokul fenma, fenma, finnor och vedvingorna, vokul fenma.
Father?
Cut.
Ugh. Where have you ever heard of a producer dancing in front of the cameras, like some kind of wagtail?
Well, you should schedule shoots more often on the last day before an expedition. How are we supposed to find a dancer in just a couple of hours?
Till you dance great. No worse than Chris, and he's a champion.
A champion? I'm the host of the TV show Dirty Your Tail.
Well, I meant before, you used to be.
All right, silence. Show me what we've got.
Well, I don't know. The dance is good, but these mechatronic humans look unnatural. And they keep repeating the same animations.
Try filming a scene like that in a real human nest. I'd love to see how animated you'd get.
Winged ones. Have you seen real humans? I mean, not on screen?
No. The expedition to Uka Island will be the first for all of us.
If only you knew what it took to get permission to shoot in the reserve. This will be our most difficult and longest field work.
A week and a half at sea. A mysterious uninhabited island behind a belt of storms where you can't fly on wings. This isn't work. It's a wonderful adventure, Talana.
We'll see. Okay. The footage for the intro will do, and I'll try to come up with something for the mechatronics. Maybe I'll order some compositing from the effects department and insert real human figures instead of the robots. That's it. The studio work is done. Go home, pack your stuff, and head to the port. And make sure not to be late. The ship won't wait.
But that ship is ours. Haku will be piloting it. Got it. No delays.
The expedition is confirmed. We depart this midnight. Heard of Uka Island? The northernmost area, almost uninhabited. You're watching the most popular show on the Nature Channel. Stay with us. After the break, you would...
ночной кружится над уснувшим городом земным. Под серым небосводом словно белый дым. Она пришла сюда не в срок простой случайности, итог или рок. А мир почти такой, каким он был вчера и сотни лет назад. Что значит для него один увядший сад среди бесчисленных планет? Всего один угасший след во мраке лет. Может быть, мы где-то ошиблись в гонке слепой за детской мечтой. Может быть, мы поздно родились в мире, где нет дороги прямой.
What a nightmare.
Shades of the sunlight.
Now that's what I call a bad weather.
Pictures in these gray lights and shadows. Just like a dog to another world. All the things I've been doing.
That damn noise.
Are standing right behind my back. And my mind becomes so fragile when I'm trying to take a break.
I need some fresh air.
Don't worry, I will still alright. Understand me and forgive.
Why aren't you working, you useless piece of work?
It's everything I dare to show.
Ray, what are you doing outside in such a freezing weather?
On location filming. I'm gathering material. Nature.
I was always wondering, why do you cinematographers use drones? Can't you fly by yourself?
Have you ever tried to shoot stabilized video while flying? That's what I'm talking about.
I was never an expert in how cinema equipment works. I'm a show presenter. My job is simple.
This island has the Earth's magnetic pole. And my drone goes crazy. I tried everything. Calibration, factory reset. I want this thing to fly, but it just refuses.
Don't give your tail up. You can do it, I'm sure.
Sure I can. There is no such camera in the world that Ray can't fix. Why aren't you asleep?
Nightmares, for some reason, about Firefall. So vivid, they felt real. I want to fly for a while. Maybe it'll let go.
What takes? You think we're making a movie? We are documentalists.
Tilana? Haku?
Best of all mornings to you.
Ray!
How do you expect me to shoot cinema in such a weather? Bring back the sun.
Friends, we made it to the island, and we've got an exciting day ahead.
Yoo-hoo!
You see? We made it. Have I told you this hovercraft is good enough? Yes, I have. Told you. That.
Tilana, I had a dream tonight, and you were there.
No kidding.
Wow. And what were you busy doing in that dream?
Don't be a nasty lizard. It was actually an interesting dream, if a frightening one.
Цвета железной руды в хрустальных ручьях также искажена для взгляда, как и сквозь толщу воды цвета закатных перьев грифона. Дымка в осенних лучах так же обманчива для моих пальцев. Разве можно к ней прикоснуться? Сталь твоей чешуи, дракон. Сталь твоей чешуи. Сталь твоей чешуи, дракон. Дракон. Сталь твоей чешуи.
Burb! What have you done, you pitiful chicken?
Ray, what happened?
My boombox crashed.
Oh, I'm sorry, friend.
How is that?
Ray, let's do a 360 shot with sound. The beginning looks promising. Perhaps we didn't come all this way for nothing. At least, the environment is invigorating. Cut. That's our way of life.
Yes, I understand.
If you want to stay with us for a long time, get used to it.
Oh, Dragon of Dreams. How do you like the place?
Looks cute, but we'll find a way to dirty our tails.
Yo, Winged Ones. I flew around a bit and found the locals' base.
So how's the ship, Haku? Will it make it back to the mainland?
The ship is more reliable than it looks, I'm telling you. For sure.
Hard to believe, huh?
We'll return just as we arrived. Swear by my tail. Everything will be fine.
All hope is on you, friend.
So, hear me out. We've never worked in such wild places before. Safety first, above all else. Chris, this particularly applies to you. No tricks. Clear? There are deadly animals here, and it's a 3-day journey to the mainland. Prabhakar will stay to watch over the ship, and will record audio from our microphones. Haku, stay in the ship and keep an eye on the area through the monitors. If anything happens, call us immediately. Is everyone clear?
Clear, boss.
Accepted.
Time to move out.
Der kalte Winter hielt uns fest, doch nun dreht sich das Rad. In alten Träumen sah ich dich, wenn ich unterm Monde lag. So bin ich aus tiefstem Traum durch dein Wort erwacht und mit dir ziehen
What a disgusting place. It's a good thing we came here.
What the? Is it a joke?
Hey! 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 Hey, over there!
Tilana, don't you think if there was anyone inside, they would have heard you the first time?
Don't act smart, Tail. I'm making a racket. Hey! Hello! Is anyone alive?
You may stop screaming. Look, the locals have arrived.
What an atmosphere, what a view. Ray, quickly.
Tell them to fly against the backdrop of the sun again, okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Haku, do you copy? What's your status over there? Pull out the receiver and get ready to record. Testing 1, 2, 3. Do you copy?
Yes.
Well, testing 1, 2, 3.
I swear by my tail. The sound is excellent.
Great.
I will break into thoughts with what's written on my heart. I will break. I'm so sick, infected with where I live. Let me live without this empty bliss, selfishness.
It's you, actually.
Gunner?
And here I was thinking, Yankees paid us a visit again.
Yankees?
Well, those eco-headed ones, wacky. What are they called? Preservatives, right?
Father talks about conservatists, nature-defending fanatics. They show up here almost every month. We even saw a couple yesterday.
Well, yes. Meet my little one, Sindri. Apprentice. He's the one who convinced me to call you. Begged for half a year. I'm not much of a talker myself.
But why is Yankees?
Because they're zealots and protect monkeys.
Nice to meet you. Friends, please put these microphones on.
Why are they so huge? In other episodes of the program, your microphones were small.
These microphones are very special. Colonists on Mars wear them. Their range is 100 kilometers, and they transmit sound directly through the horn via bone conduction. The batteries last for a month, and they also have a built-in tracker. If something happens to a colonist, he can always be found.
Whoa, technology from Mars!
Is it comfortable? Not ticklish?
Normal! Do I look like a Martian colonist?
You're the best space explorer in the solar system.
Chris, I'm going to the campsite for the tripod and the second camera.
Just hurry back. One wing here, other there. Gunnar, if you don't mind, take one more circle over the mountains with your son and fly again like before. Right over the edge of the trees. We'll capture it.
What for?
To edit. The footage isn't recorded sequentially. First, we do flyovers and panoramas, gather video material, then interviews, comments, staged scenes, and at the very end, nature and special shots. Everything is edited together in the studio afterwards.
Well, all right, you know best. Sindri, wings up.
Hello, friends. Chris Pride here, welcoming you to the 200th episode of Get Your Tail Dirty. For the recluses who haven't turned on the TV in the past few years, let me remind you that you're watching the most popular show on the Nature Channel, where we showcase the most terrifying, filthy, dangerous, and health hazardous professions that still exist on Earth. And we don't just showcase them, but we also try them out ourselves. Or rather, just me. We haven't found any other enthusiast for getting their tails dirty in the studio. Cut.
Dad, you forgot to take off the electrocutors.
Wow. Ray, did you fix the drone?
That's another one, an older model. It's working.
So, I'm Chris Pride. I'm back with you. And it's a milestone episode. For such a special occasion, we've decided to surprise you. Today's show will be entirely dedicated to just one, but the most amazing, rare, and I won't hesitate to say it, the dirtiest job I've ever heard of. Meet the Torhilds, father and son, descendants of one of the oldest clans in northern Uka, and direct lineage of the legendary human slayer, Ola Torhild, better known as Redhorn the Deathbringer. In their clan, a unique and one-of-a-kind profession has been passed down for thousands of years. The Human Slayer.
Jaeger. We're park rangers, not slayers.
Jaeger it be. Gunnar, when you called the studio, I had my doubts about coming here. But you were quite convincing. Let's hear it. Tell the viewers why your job deserves the title of the dirtiest.
Well, it's not something you can explain right away. Watching after regular animals, it's not the cleanest job to begin with, but humans, sometimes things here get really messy.
Like how exactly?
People are cunning and malicious creatures. They're always trying to escape the island or cause trouble for us, often breaking through neurotic fences and setting traps when we fly to repair them. They also litter and defecate everywhere, and as for simple animals, they exterminate them in droves just out of spite. We feed humans, there's no need for them to hunt at all. Sometimes you fly over a clearing, and you see dozens of skinned carcasses. Deer, moose, or ox. They kill, strip the hides, and just leave the meat to rot. Wings drop straight down. But the worst thing is the filth. You won't find dirtier creatures on Earth. I'll stake my head on it. You can smell the stench from any nest for kilometers around. It's better not to fly to the central areas of the island without nose filters at all, or you can lose your sense of smell for a month. Humans aren't like other animals. Those never defecate in their dens, find a spot in the woods, but people dig pits around their dens, and until they fill up, everyone goes in there. Then they dig another one. What's strange about them getting sick often with such cleanliness? Oh, half a year ago, there was an outbreak of plague in the central nesting site. We had to fumigate the entire area with sleeping gas, and for 10 days, yes, 10 days, haul out the waste on ATVs, while veterinarians from the mainland vaccinated every creature. Do you think that was the end of it? Not at all. Experts showed up, and we spent a whole week digging through that waste to find out the cause of the disease. A month ago, geneticists called and said, we needed to crossbreed the daughter of the dominant male with a carrier of another line, and when Sindri went to get the female, he was attacked by a whole pack of errants.
Errants?
The most dangerous subspecies, humans have a complex hierarchy in their packs. Errants, or knight errants, are warrior individuals, like ants. But, unlike insects, human warriors don't roam in search of prey. They just wander from nest to nest, attacking any predator, especially us.
Attacking predators?
Yeah, just like in Firefall Tales. No ethologist understands humans. The more dangerous the opponent, the more eagerly knight-errants chase them. For instance, most of them would pass by a wolf without a second glance. But if they spot me, or especially my father, they go crazy, screaming and attacking with their sticks. If it weren't for us, the knight-errants would have gone extinct long ago. We catch and tag them with radio markers, but some managed to get rid of the tag. It was those kinds that attacked me.
They sliced his entire wing membrane. Good thing I was nearby.
But that's just the beginning. The real fun starts when the scientists arrive. They want only the best specimens, but humans have a fantastic ability to hide. Sometimes you spend the whole day crawling through their nests, rummaging through dens, drowning in filth up to your horns, and you still don't catch a single decent specimen.
And if you do catch one, that's when Jankies latch onto you with a death grip. This is forbidden, that is forbidden. Don't hold them by their legs. It's dangerous for the animal, and try lifting them any other way. They bite. Separating a sick individual from the herd, good idea. But mention slaughtering it later, and they howl like swamp owls. Such a law, such an amendment. No claws, only electric shock. Phew.
Well, I heard someone tried eating humans in the past, but the meat tasted too awful.
They're completely useless creatures. They only know how to breed like frogs. And we have to gas the entire island once a year. Count the population and send a report to the mainland about the composition. And their number grows every year. Last time, Sindri and I counted 9,000. We sent a request to the Council of Clans to allow culling. Otherwise, there won't be a single animal left on the reserve except for humans. But we were denied. Humans are listed in the White Book. Hunting is strictly prohibited and there's plenty of space on the island. Some wretch calculated in his office that the reserve could support 20,000 humans. And until there are more, the culling ban remains. But how are we supposed to feed 20,000 when we already have to bring in tons of supplemental feed to the central nest every month? Otherwise, they'd starve to death like bugs. But no. The biosphere needs diversity, huh? If you ask me, the Earth wouldn't be worse off without humans.
We'll cut that. Well, sounds pretty nasty. Maybe we finally found the dirtiest job in the world. Stay with us. After the break, you can look forward to a tour of a human nest, cleaning up excrement, capturing a dominant female, and if we're lucky, a fight with a knight errant. Cut. Great start, thanks.
Don't thank me yet.
After the gastroenterologist series, I'm not afraid of anything. You'd be surprised what one has to do sometimes in show business.
We know. We've watched all your episodes.
Really? I'm flattered. But let's not waste time. For the next scene, we need a live human, preferably a male to look aggressive. And he must be in those, what's it called, armor?
Easy, but do you have the capture warrant if Yankees find out?
We won't harm the animal. He's needed for an educational lecture. Before heading to the nests, we must explain to the audience what humans are, briefly tell the history of our species.
Who's interested in that?
I am. Do you think I hire consultants for nothing?
I'll catch one.
Go ahead. Gunner, if you don't mind, please fly over the most filthy and dreary places in the area with our operator. Let him gather material.
It won't take long to find such places.